This is the reading for the Chapter 8 review packet, Astronomy. The universe. The universe is composed of empty space, energy, and matter. Most of the universe is empty space. Matter in the universe includes gas molecules, mainly hydrogen, and dust particles. Some of this matter has come together to form stars, planets, moons, meteors, asteroids, and comets. The unaided eye can see a few of these objects. Others can only be seen with a scientific instrument such as a telescope. Stars are spherical masses of hot gases that produce energy. These luminous bodies look small because they are so far away. The distances between stars is great and cannot be measured in ordinary distance units such as kilometers. Astronomers use the light year to measure distances in space. A light year is the distance light travels in 1 year. The objects in the universe are in motion relative to Earth and to each other. Astronomers have evidence that our universe is expanding. Most stars and galaxies of stars are moving away from each other. Please pause the video and complete questions 1 to 6. The solar system. Our sun is about 4.6 billion years old. It is the central and largest body of our solar system. The sun is the nearest star to Earth. It is average-sized, yellow star, which produces energy by the fusion of hydrogen gas. Some of the features on the sun's surface are eruptions called solar flares and dark, cool areas known as sunspots. Planets are solid bodies which move in definite paths around a central star. Gravity keeps the planets in orbit around the star. Terrestrial planets are inner planets closest to the sun. They are small, dense, and rocky. The Jovian, or outer planets, are large, gaseous, and have low densities. All planets have nearly spherical shapes. Each planet revolves around the sun in an almost circular path called an ellipse. Each planet also rotates or spins on an axis. Our solar system includes other solid objects. Moons orbit the planets. The Jovian planets have more moons than the terrestrial planets. Asteroids are large, irregular-shaped rocks that orbit the sun. Most asteroids are found between Mars and Jupiter. Comets are masses of ice and embedded rock debris. This ice is made of water, ammonia, methane, and carbon dioxide. As a comet orbits the sun, it will begin to warm and vaporize as it gets closer to the sun. The comet's vapor and debris trail becomes visible when it reflects sunlight. As the comet melts, it leaves behind a trail of rock debris. This rock debris becomes meteoroids. Meteoroids are rock fragments in space that can be as big as a boulder or as small as dust. When a meteoroid enters our atmosphere, the heat from friction causes it to disintegrate in a visible streak across our sky. Many meteoroids and asteroids have hit planets and moons, forming craters. Most objects in our solar system have regular and predictable motions. Most of these objects rotate and revolve in a known pattern. These motions help us to explain the occurrences of a day, a year, and phases of the moon, eclipses, tides, and meteor showers. Please pause the video and complete questions through 7 to 14. Also, please refer to the Solar System Data Chart to complete question 15. The moon. The moon is a natural satellite of Earth. It revolves around Earth in a nearly circular or elliptical path. Its period of revolution is 27 1/3 days, and its period of rotation is also 27 1/3 days. The same side of the moon always faces the Earth because the rate of rotation is equal to the rate of revolution. We see the moon because it reflects light from the sun. The amount of reflected sunlight that we see from the moon varies during the month as the moon revolves around Earth. This monthly cycle is observed as moon phases. The phases include new moon, when the moon is between the sun and Earth and not visible from the Earth; the first quarter, when half the moon appears to be lit; full moon, when the moon appears fully illuminated; and last quarter, when the moon appears again as half lit. The interactive movements of the moon and Earth relative to the sun cause eclipses. Eclipses only occur when the moon, Earth, and sun are exactly lined up in space. During a solar eclipse, the moon is between the Earth and sun. In this position, the moon's shadow falls on Earth, so the sun is not visible. During a lunar eclipse, Earth is between the moon and the sun, so that Earth's shadow darkens the full moon. Tides are the cyclic pattern of water rising and falling along the ocean shoreline. They are by the gravitational pull of the moon and sun on Earth's oceans. Since the moon is closer to the Earth, it has more effect on the tides. Please pause the video and complete questions 16 to 23. Earth's motions. Earth is in motion. Earth's motion includes rotation or spinning on its axis and revolution around the sun. The Earth rotates or spins on an imaginary axis about once every 24 hours, 1 day. The axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. Earth rotates from west to east or counterclockwise. Earth's rotation makes the sun, moon, and most stars appear to rise towards the east and set towards the west. Celestial bodies such as the sun, moon, planets, and stars appear to move across our sky due to the rotation of Earth. Earth revolves or orbits around the sun every 365 1/4 days, or 1 year. The path of revolution is nearly circular, elliptical, in a counterclockwise direction. Earth's revolution around the sun makes apparent yearly changes in the celestial objects that are seen from Earth. Please pause the video and complete questions 24 to 28. Locating positions on Earth. To locate a position on Earth's surface, a coordinate system is used. Every location has a unique address to which includes 2 numbers, latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude system and our system of time are based on celestial observations. Latitude is the angular distance north and south of the equator. Latitude ranges from 0 degrees at the equator to 90 degrees north or south at the poles. The lines of latitude are drawn east and west and parallel to each other beginning at the equator. Latitude divides Earth into northern and southern hemispheres. Latitude is based on the observations of the pole star Polaris. The altitude of the pole star above your horizon is your latitude in the northern hemisphere. Longitude is the angular distance east and west of the prime meridian. Longitude ranges from 0 degrees to 180 degrees east or west. Meridians of longitude are drawn north to south, meeting at the poles. The prime meridian 0 degrees divides Earth into eastern and western hemispheres. Longitude is based on observations from the sun. Every 15 degrees of longitude is equal to 1 hour time difference. This is the basis for the 24-hour time zone of the world. Locations within the same longitude are usually in the same time zones. Please pause the video and complete questions 29 to 33. Seasons. Seasons are caused by the tilt of Earth's axis relative to the Sun as Earth revolves. Summer solstice usually occurs on June 21st when the northern hemisphere is tilted toward the Sun. The northern hemisphere then receives the most direct sun rays and the longest hours of daylight. The summer sun is highest in the sky and casts the shortest shadows. The North Pole has 24 hours of daylight while the South Pole is in darkness. Winter solstice usually occurs on December 21st. The southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun while the northern hemisphere leans away from the sun. As a result, the northern hemisphere receives the least direct sunlight and daylight hours are the shortest. The winter sun is lowest in the sky, casting very long shadows. Those that live south of the equator have direct sun rays, long daylight hours, and high sun. In winter, the North Pole is in darkness, while the South Pole has 24 hours of daylight. March 21st is usually the spring equinox, and September 21st is usually the fall equinox. On an equinox, the sun is most direct at the equator. There are 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night worldwide. If Earth were not tilted, the seasonal change in the sun's position and resulting weather changes would not occur. All planets in the solar system are tilted. Please pause the video and complete questions 34 to 40. Also remember, complete your vocabulary to get 10 points on Thursday's quiz. Good luck.